Welcome to today's Daily Antidote of Songs. So glad that you guys are all popping into the room. Nice to see a lot of smiles and a lot of familiar faces and some not familiar faces. We're glad you've all decided to join today. Welcome to the Daily Antidote of Song. For anybody who's out there who's new today, we are one song every day at noon Eastern. Sing along, come in the room, hear some chat. And we love having new folks join us, so anytime. Thanks to Carpe Diem Arts for keeping this thing going for 1,319 days. Thank you, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, for cueing me. And really glad that you guys have joined on this particular day. So I'm going to start by saying hellos to everybody out there on the live stream. Thanks, live stream, for joining us today. We're really glad you're here. And hello, of course, to everybody in the room, starting with Jaden, who's running the tech today. Thanks for being here, coming in from Silver Spring, Maryland. Susie Burke, coming in from South Berwick, Maine. And Susie is our song leader for the day. We'll get back to Susie in a moment. And Aileen Vance, who you probably all remember, she's sung with us in the past. She's singing with us again on November 29, I believe it is. And she's coming in from California, and she is our host for the day. Super glad to have her here. Thank you so much, Aileen. Kevin in Washington, D.C., with your magic flute. Nice to see you today. Gary in Massachusetts. Joanne Hamill is here today, one of our regular song leaders. Glad to have you with us, Joanne. Aloysius in Massachusetts. Hello, Lonnie. Glad to have you back again today. And I'm not sure where you're from, but I'm glad you're here. I think you're new-ish. Dally in Maryland, hello. Nancy Schimmel, another one of our song leaders. Nice to have you with us, Nancy. Great to see you. Susan in Cincinnati, nice to have you here today. And Kathy in Colorado, thanks for being here. Somebody's connecting to audio. That's Doug in Underhill, Vermont. Nice to have you with us today. Sheila in Florida. Great to have you. Kevin Ennis coming in from New Hampshire. Lovely to see you today. Ann Morse in Nashville. Ruth and Clive in Birmingham, UK. Nice to see you guys together, traveling about. I love it. Bob in Albany. Hello. Nice to see you. Susan in Tacoma Park, Maryland. Carolyn in Boise, Idaho. Pauline in Newcastle, UK, potentially with William over there in the background. Hello to Luda and Mark in Victoria. Hello to Arlene in California. Hello to Kathleen in Albuquerque. Nice to see you today. And let's see who's on screen too. Annette in California, Cricket in Maryland, Storm in Massachusetts, Jamie in Victoria, Sarah in Texas, Linda in Orcas Island, Nancy's Cow in Washington State. Hello to Caroline in DC, Mabel and Aber in Massachusetts, Hoda in British Columbia. Folks off video today. We have Sue Miller in Seattle. We have David Shillman coming in from Toronto, Bronwyn in Victoria, Elizabeth in California, Moon in Alexandria, Lynn in Connecticut, hello Mommy in New Jersey, and Bob in Massachusetts. Let's all take a deep breath. Lovely. Couldn't be better than to be in this room with all of you, and I'm super excited today. It's always fun to have a co-host, and today's co-host is Aileen, coming in from Aileen coming in from California. I'll get it someday. She's a singer, songwriter, activist, and super glad to have her here, bringing a friend of hers for our celebration of new friends in November. Aileen, take it away.
Good morning, everyone. It's so nice to see all the faces. And we were literally coming to you coast to coast. It's 9 a.m. on the West Coast and 12 p.m. on the East Coast. And I'm so thrilled to be with all of you this morning and to introduce my good friend and fabulous musician and singer and community song leader, Susie Burke. Susie is someone who I think of as being a singer's singer. She sings so many different kinds of songs: blues, jazz, folk, old-timey traditional, gospel, you name it. She can find a good song anywhere, and she writes a lot of really good songs, one of which she'll share with you today. But whether it's whatever style it is, she makes that song her own somehow and makes it seem so urgent and so important. So I'm really thrilled to introduce to you today my friend Susie Burke, and she's going to sing a song for us, which she'll teach a chorus, and then we'll talk a little bit, and then we'll sing the song together again. So Susie, take it away.
Good morning, everybody. I am so happy to be here. Thank you, Aileen. That's really just amazing. All the things you said are just beautiful. And hearing, I've gotten choked up twice already. Just the hellos are so beautiful. It's so beautiful. I'm just, ooh, All right, so here we go. So I'm going to sing you a song that I wrote, and it can be. My hope is that it's open-ended. It can be about any kind of struggle and about resilience and hanging on. And I'll teach you the chorus when we get there. I'll sing you a verse, I'll sing the chorus, and then I'll stop and sing it a couple of times. The words, I think, are somewhere out here. I am walking down this highway, and I don't care where I'm bound. There's a voice inside me, and it keeps on singing, girl, keep moving, don't turn around. The heat is rising off the pavement, the sweat is rolling down my spine, but I'm willing to keep moving, 'cause I'm trusting I'm gonna find higher ground, higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound, love is calling me to higher ground. So that's the chorus, higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I wish I could hear you all. I hear the sound, love is calling me to higher ground. Higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound, love is calling me to higher ground. We'll do it 3 more times. Now my soul's been etched with heartache, just like everyone that I know, and I carry all of it with me, and sometimes I know that it shows. Some days it is my armor, some days it is my crown, but believe me, I will be free. Crown or armor, I'm gonna set it down on higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound, love is calling me to higher ground. Maybe you got a heartache, maybe you hurt like me, maybe you feel the tether and you're straining to be free. Take my hand, walk beside me, don't look back and don't look down. Raise your eyes up, see what we found. No use wondering, no sense in asking why we're tested in our time. It's all just a mystery, but it soon becomes our history. You've got yours, and I've got mine. When I find my piece of that holy heaven, I'm gonna fly it just like a banner, fly it straight out from my heart. Then I will tear it so I can share it. Will you come now? Come take your part on higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound, love is calling me to higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound. Love is calling me to higher ground. Thank you. Oh boy.
Okay, now I'm all teared up too.
Yeah.
Uh, that line about armor and crown, that really struck me. Can you talk a little bit more about what that means as a performer to write a song that's so personal like that, that also we can all, it's universal. We, in some way, we can all relate to that struggle between having to have some protection, some armor, and at the same time going out into public and standing in front of an audience and making it your crown. How did you come up with that metaphor?
Well, I think it's because the things that we go through are like that. All of us have things that nobody gets out of life without struggles, whether they're big struggles, little struggles, medium struggles, and it and so on some days it is your armor, some days it's the thing that you it and I don't know that's necessarily a good thing. Neither of these things, both of these things can be good and bad. It can be good to have armor and protection. It can be bad because it keeps you from others. The crown part is some days it's the thing that carries me through, and some days it's a heavy burden on your head, so you gotta let it down. It came out of just personal struggles with my husband. Just some family things about my husband, David Surratt, who was an amazing human and an amazing musician that I played with for 35 years. Passed away almost 2 years ago now, and dealing with that was for both of us. It's like, you keep on going. You just one foot in front of the other, and you look to the look for your inspiration and your strength wherever you can find it. And
Yeah, we talked about, Susie and I got together the other day to talk, and it was a
hours.
real, yeah, 2 hours. And that was a short conversation for us. I just wish we could have been in the same room and had coffee. But one of the things we did, we touched upon a lot of things about what it is to choose a song versus write a song, and one of the things you said really struck me about getting up in front of an audience. And you said when you perform and you choose a song to perform, it can't be 100% all about you, and it can't be 100% all about the audience. It has to be a little of both. And somehow you have to get that into your bones in order to present a song like the one that you just sang for us. That it's more than just about you, but it's not just about the audience either.
Well, I always feel like if it's all about me, who wants to watch somebody else have a good time or a meaningful time? You want to be part of that experience. So you have to bridge that. You have to bring that to people, and then you get a lot back, and then it's just that cycle that just watching your faces. I actually at one point had to not look because I was going to start to cry. Then it becomes two. But the other part of it, is if I'm not plugging into the song and the emotion of the song, and it's all about the audience and pleasing the audience, then I'm not gonna communicate either. So it's definitely a balance.
And then sort of piggybacking off of that, we another thing that Susie does that both of us do, that I do as well, is she's a fabulous and skilled song leader, and she leads community singing groups. And in particular, she has a regular women's song circle that gets together. I think, is it every Wednesday in South Berwick? Yeah. So, when you think about the idea of just regular people coming together like we're doing today and leading songs that will invite them in and not make them feel like they can't sing together. A lot of people want to sing, but they're afraid to. How do you choose songs for leading in community?
it's kind of um, like putting a meal together. Like, what do you need to eat? You know, what's going to sustain you? What's the thing that's going to feed you? And um, in my group, it's called Singing for the Joy of It, because it's a non-auditioned, you know, just people just want to sing, and maybe don't want to be in a, there's other groups that have performances, but this is a group just to sing. Um, we don't really talk, for example, we don't talk about politics because people are there to sing, but the songs that we sing touch on politics. Um, because it's like there's something else that you want from song, that you conversation is one thing, song is the other. You can mix them, but there are times when you just want to sing songs that feed you, and with things that happen in the world, I'll choose songs that touch on that but aren't um, there's not going to be a lot of discussion, but we kind of know what we're talking about. Everybody kind of knows. Um, does that make sense? I feel like I'm.
Oh, yeah. I love what you said about preparing a meal, because I often think, I try to be really organized about planning a community singing circle. And then what I realize is I really don't want to have a plan when I walk in there, because part of it is figuring out what people want and what I want in that day, in that moment. Something might come up the day before in the country or in the world, and everyone's feeling it, and you just want to have a song for that. And I guess the thing we're so lucky about, and there are some great songwriters in this room who have filled my song menu many times, so thank you very much, is that there always are these amazing songs out there, and it's just a matter of looking to see, to keep feeding more and more, to keep adding to the menu, and being willing, I think, to learn about new songwriters and new songs and new traditions, and what do people do in another country when they're faced with having to muster up some more resilience or some more courage. Oh, what's the song that they sing? So
So,
yeah,
yeah, there's an element of seat of the pants to all of everything regarding performing song leading. Don't you find? Do you find that? As
absolutely. I've gotten used to
have a
that.
framework, but then you have to just roll with it. We all that's what so much of life is, right? You go into so many things in life thinking, this is my plan, but life has other ideas about that. So
Exactly. And it's being in a choir or a community song circle filled with different kinds of voices is the perfect metaphor for that, because the other thing is that everybody should probably feel a little tiny bit uncomfortable, and that if you feel that, then you're not alone and you're building community. If you're feeling completely comfortable, then you're not reaching out and learning a little bit more about the people you're sitting next to and singing with.
I wish so much I could go to sing with you, and like we could like teleport or something. And I know this is possible, but we haven't seen each other. Just so you folks know, we've been friends for a very long time, but we haven't seen each other in the flesh in 7 years. So
Yeah,
it's too
yeah,
darn long.
yeah. I feel it. I really feel it. The other thing we touched upon, well, we touched upon a lot of things that are swirling around about music and choosing songs. And one of the things I feel about Susie is that, as I said before, she just has this incredible knack for picking the right song and making it her own, even if it's a song that she didn't write, that she makes you feel like she did. She makes you feel like it's so urgent and so important. And one of the ways that she does that, that as a singer I really admire, is her phrasing, the way that she hangs on to a line, and the way that she brings the dynamics up and down, and the expression that she uses in her voice, and she knows how to hang on to a phrase for as long as she needs to make you hear it and then go to the next line, or a particular word that needs to be emphasized. And I wonder, Susie, if you for just a couple of minutes, you might want to talk about what it is. How do you learn a song that's not yours? And how does that phrasing come into play for you? Is it something you think about? Are you conscious of it?
I'm not all that conscious of it, to be honest. I think what it is if you like a song, you learn it as well as you can, so that and the way that I learn songs sometimes is walking and saying the words to myself. Kind of try to get inside of it, and so that when you're singing it, I mean, every singer, all of us here when we sing, are storytellers. So you think about the way that you would tell a story, what do you want to emphasize in the story? I think that's it. I don't really think, I don't plan it out or anything. It's not like I'm going to hold this line or something. But the other thing is to listen, as you said, listen to lots of music from lots of places. It just gets into you after a while. You just kind of get the feel for things. And yeah, I think the whole idea of kind of inhabiting the song in a way that, you make it, it has to connect. I won't choose a song if it doesn't connect with me on some level. And then if it does, why does it? And I'll just sing it until it feels like I can talk it in a way. I'm singing, but I'm also sharing this thought or this idea, or just sometimes it's just an exuberant thing to share. Zipper songs, I know we both, as song leaders, do a lot. Zipper songs are just great, and the exuberance just carries you along.
So I love that. So practice listening again, practicing again, letting it sink into your bones, and then letting it speak to you. And on that note, I'm wondering, Joe, I have to check in with you. Are we bound to go back to the song and sing together right now?
Yes, please, let's do it.
Okay. All right, let's do it. Thank you so much, everyone in this room, for coming to be with us this morning. I'll be back here on Wednesday, November 29th, to lead a song and sing with you all again. And thank you so much to Joe and Jaden for convening this room. And it's 1319th. That's amazing. It's such an amazing thing to do this. It's really good medicine for everyone. And thank you, of course, to Susie Burke for coming to sing for us today. And we're going to have the song again, Higher Ground.
Thank you, Joe and Jaden and Aileen and all of you. This is very meaningful. And it really is, actually one of my singers was saying today, it's just, when I told her about it, she said it's absolute medicine. It is absolute medicine. And I've had experiences with my group where somebody might be going through something and I think, I don't know if I can sing today. And I know that feeling. I totally know that feeling. Sometimes you just, for whatever's going on in your own life, it's hard to even raise your voice, but it usually pays off. I've had numerous people come and say, I really thought I wasn't going to be able to open my mouth today. It's been for whatever burdens that they're carrying. And most of the time it works. Or sometimes people just sit and listen and, So anyway, thank you all again. It warms my heart to know that we're singing together, as I'm sure it does for you, day after day. Thank you for doing this amazing thing. I am walking down this highway, and I don't care where I'm bound, 'cause there's a voice inside me, keeps on singing, girl, keep moving, don't turn around. The heat is rising off the pavement, sweat is rolling down my spine, but I'm willing, and I'll keep moving, 'cause I'm trusting I'm gonna find higher ground, higher ground, gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound, love is calling. Now my soul's been etched with heartache, just like everyone that I know. And I carry all of it with me. Sometimes I know that shows. Some days it is my armor, oh, and some days it is my crown. But believe me, I will be free. Crown or armor, I'm gonna set it down on higher ground, higher ground. Gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound. Love is calling me to higher ground. Oh, maybe you got a heartache, maybe you hurt like me, maybe you feel the tether and you're straining to be free. Take my hand, walk beside me, don't look back, don't look down. Raise your eyes up, see what we found. No use wondering, no sense in asking why we are tested in our time. Oh, it's all just a mystery, but it soon becomes our history. You got yours, I got mine. And when I find my piece of that holy heaven, I'm gonna fly it like a banner, fly it straight out from my heart. Then I will tear it so I can share it. Will you come now? Come take your part on higher ground, higher ground. Gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound, and love is calling me to higher ground, higher ground. Oh, it's gonna lift me up, nothing's gonna hold me down. I hear the singing, I hear the sound. Love is calling me to higher ground.
Thank you so much, Susie. That was completely amazing and beautiful. Aileen, do you want to say anything, any post-song momentary thing before we say goodbye to everyone today?
No, I really don't have anything to add to that. How can you follow that? Let's leave with that beautiful feeling of trying to reach that higher ground together.
Beautiful. Thank you so much, Aileen. Thank you for great hosting. We can't wait to sing with you and hope you'll come back as a host a lot. You were fabulous. And give it up for Aileen because she's hosting today for the first time here in the Daily Antidote. Terrific, terrific.
Thank you.
And let's all give it up for Susie for a beautiful song. Susie, thank you so much. You feel like a perfect fit here in the Daily Antidote, and we hope you'll also come back.
I would love to.
Let's say goodbyes to everybody in the room. So we'll start with Susie and Aileen in case they have to drop today and get back to busy things. So thanks again for being with us, and ciao to you both. And thanks to everybody on the live stream for joining us today. So glad you guys were all here today. For anyone who came late to us today, we are the Daily Antidote of Song. That's one song every day at noon Eastern. We're here by the grace and honor of Carpe Diem Arts on day 1319, and we hope you'll pop in the room and join us again and again and again. We're streaming live on YouTube and on Facebook and here every day in this Zoom space. Thanks again, everybody, for being here today. You're all a pack of amazing humans, and let's say goodbye and look us all in the eye one by one. Kevin in DC, Lots of love. Joanne, great to have you in the room today. Please come sing with us soon. Nancy Schimmel, great to have you in the room today. Please come sing with us soon. Jaden, thank you for running Fabulous Tech today. Susan G. in Cincinnati, great to have you here. Doug in Underhill, Vermont, thanks for being here. Ann in Nashville, lovely to see you singing along. Bob in Albany, nice to see your smile today. Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, thank you for my day cue. And thanks to everybody for all the beautiful hand motions. It's always fun to watch. Luda and Mark in Victoria reminding us all to send a lot of love around. Planet that certainly needs a lot of love right now. Arlene in California, thank you for being here. Kathleen in Albuquerque, thank you. Annette in California, thank you so much for being here. Cricket in Maryland, lovely to see you today. Thanks for being here. Oh, we got Bob and Mabel and two bears all on the same screen. Nice to have you guys with us coming in from Mass. Hoda in British Columbia, always lovely to see you smiling. Susan in Tacoma Park, thank you for being here with us today. And Susan in Seattle, thank you for being with us today. And Sandy in Tacoma Park, thank you. And Sarah in Texas, nice to have you. Caroline in DC, thank you. Linda on Orcas Island. Kathy in Colorado. Gary in Massachusetts, thank you. And who's on screen too over here? Kevin in New Hampshire, lovely to see you. I think Kevin got a haircut. Lonnie, nice to have you with us today. Thank you for being here. Not sure where you're from, but I hope maybe if you're interested, you could stay afterwards. We'll unmute new people and say a little hello. Jamie, thank you for being here today from Victoria, Delhi in Maryland, Storm in Massachusetts, Anne in Silver Spring, Aloysius, there he is, coming in from Mass, Diane in Puerto Rico, flew in here a little late, and we're so glad you made it. Sheila in Florida, nice to see you. Pauline in Newcastle, thank you for being here today. That's Newcastle, UK, and Moon in Alexandria, and Lynn in Connecticut. Hey, Mom, over there in New Jersey, nice to see you. And Nancy in Washington State, thank you for being here. Everybody, thanks again for being here. Can't wait to see you all tomorrow.